Well, you guys, how are you doing? Hope you guys are doing all right. Hope you guys are happy now that the team and the developers have finally answered your praise and come back to the Discord. And John has made a long 1 hour, 2 hours and a half long video, which I am going to sum up in a few bullet points for you because who has 2 hours and a half to listen? You can go listen to it at faster speed, but still there is a lot of repetition. There are many questions that kept coming back. So grab a pack of chips, sit back, and yeah, I'll see you guys right after this. So, welcome back, guys. Hope you guys are doing all right. Now, I wonder how many wallets have survived. I'm pretty sure you guys are thinking the same thing. This is a drop-off race, and it's not gonna stop. The thing just keeps going, and we were warned with this from the get-go. Smart coin to smarter coin, going to Jade, all this FUD and stuff. Don't get blinded by it, because this is what the game tests. This is where you guys are, where we are being tested, and our conviction, our way to see past through those smoke screens, and keeping your eye on the real target at hand. Did the target move? Has it changed? These things, that's what matters. All the rest is just smokescreen. But yeah, hey, I know this is really hard, especially when you have money on the table, your balls on the line. The best thing, like they've been saying from the beginning, is dollar cost average. It doesn't matter. It's not going to make that much of a difference for you in the long run. But it's better to do it like this than stepping in big and then afterwards being completely out leveraged. So all that being said, the FUD came from a few things. Number one, people were saying price is going down. Of course, they create FUD. There's uncertainty, devs go away. And one of the FUD points was that this was a rug pull. Now, the team is KYC'd with Rugdock. And if you read this text, you're going to see actually first that there is this passage here where Rugdock actually said that these kinds of projects are not eligible, as they recommend these kinds of projects to pass reputable audits and KYC verifications, as there is a risk of governance mishandling. So this means that they cannot just review this project. They need to have a reputable audit and a KYC. So now the KYC has been done. The admins from Rugdock had a phone call with the project owner. They did transactions. You have to read these things, but they have their ways of verifying that they're actually talking to the right person. So thinking about rug pulling would be financial suicide, in my opinion. Now, one of the other things that you need to keep in mind when you look at charts and patterns are really good because they show in the community that there is a majority of people that are actually also looking at these patterns. When a larger piece of the community is educated enough, then you can start pattern trading, and then more and more interested people will come in. But number one, you need to get rid of all these people first, because they are going to keep dumping on the project and not give it a shot. You have to understand that DeFi projects are actually very fragile in their infancy stage. Everybody can jump on board, and these same people, because there's low volume, can easily dump on the other investors' heads and make it quasi impossible to get a clean startup and keep the momentum going. So I really appreciate that the team chose an approach that targets this as a main issue first, knowing that this was going to cause the project to dump very hard and for a lot of people to lose faith. But yeah, it's the pain that needs to be taken if you really want to get in on this for the long run. Now, as soon as the announcement got made from John that he was going to make his video, and the announcement from the team that they are not gone, and all this, just read it. As soon as all this got printed, then you saw the sentiment in the troll box, in the chat, in the Discord, sorry, turn 180, but just for a little bit. It took actually a little bit longer to see a more positive sentiment in the Discord, but you can tell at a first glance that people are actually, being much more positive. Look at all this. Look at all this. Yeah, beautiful. This is what they said, this is very emotional. People still try to control yourself, but it's good, but we're not there yet. Now, the developers took some time off, and maybe it was by design, like I said in my last videos. The developer team have a sense and a flair for the dramatic. That's the way I feel it. I wouldn't say that they have clown tactics. No, it's really, they love to put little pinch of dramatic on top of it, and I can appreciate it. Especially it expedites the process of filtering down all those paper hands. Remember, we want the Jade hands amongst our midst. John called it le pause. Yeah, very nice name. So if you hear him mention this, that's actually what he's referring to. Now, you need the right mentality, and that's what they are looking for. People who jump in too big and too greedy are not the people who are going to stay in. People who understand that high risk projects, you need to be patient. What goes up will always come down. And you need to learn to DCA, dollar cost average. No matter how much or how little another is putting in, these things are for you to figure out according to your budget. And this is Binance Smart Chain. This is Avalanche stuff. You can enter with $20 at a bit. Come on, guys, use your brain. Don't go off by emotion, because this is how you're going to get lost in all the sea of FUD. This is the main issue that we're still dealing with. So let's see. This startup is unconventional. Like I said, they're trying to weed out the weak investors first before they let the project get more momentum. Because, as I said, these ecosystems in their infancy stage are very fragile. Right now, when we're looking at the Jade protocol, the Treasury keeps going up. Now, how crazy is that? The price was at its lowest. It barely recovered a few dollars. At its lowest, it was $50, $54, $53. The Treasury was at 69 million. Right now, it's at $73 million. So it's going up a lot. My guess is that the bonding system is being used very well. Look at BUSD right now. You can get what is it, 33% discount on Jade, like Jade at $5 a coin. Of course, you need to bond them, and then you need to wait the 5-day vesting period before you can start staking on it. But hey, hell, that's really not a bad deal. Now the APY also went up a little bit more. Maybe the developers did it. I have no idea how the system works. I've been told that the developers, the team, can just manually adjust it. Are there other criteria, other things that the system looks at? I have no idea. But one thing that is very important to understand is that a lot of people have been saying that Jade is a backed currency. And yes and no. Now, John explained it really well in his video. The idea of ohm forks, and this is not just Jade, this is also Wonderland, this is any kind of ohm fork, backs its token for a $1 minimum. It's always going to be buying back the tokens at a minimum of $1. Now you're going to say, hey, shit, that's a bad deal. But this is what this calculator is for. Now, I know a lot of people use this the wrong way, but the way John used it was actually very interesting. So imagine you have one Jade and you bought it at the very high, at let's say at $950. You were emotional, it went up, you thought it was gonna go forever. So you're gonna keep this one Jade for a whole year. This one Jade is going to make you $3,900. But this is not bad. This is your minimal risk return after 1 year, if of course the project keeps running for 1 year and all this stuff. You never know. This is also why you should not be going in too big. If these things play out the way they could play out, like let's say Jade goes back to 500, you know, your one Jade that you got today still makes you a multi-millionaire. So, you know, relax. This is where we need to sit back and think about the bigger picture. This is trying to get out of all these people trying to outpace the paced and outsmart the smart. Now, one of the things that I have been noticing, I am at heart technical analysis trader. I have been trading a lot during the bull run. One of the things that I have noticed is how low the volume and the average volume is getting right here. Now, I know technical analysis does not work, but if there's one thing that does work, this volume is low and just a little fire can ignite a big furnace. So let's see how this plays out. I'm very curious. Personally, I still have some money to DCA further in. My next mark would be somewhere around, I don't know, God, let's say $25. You know, if it goes down to $25, I'm gonna buy at least 10 more Jade. You know, who's with me? Now, here, next steps. This is very interesting. The next step, people have been speculating so much. What is going to be the next step? FLF, blah, blah, this and that. No, just go a little bit shorter term. The first next step that is going to explain a lot more of the coming things to expect is the launch of Jade Protocol on Avalanche. This is the first next thing that we want to happen. The Smartens being airdropped their tokens, and of course 33 wallets. This airdrop, did I forget about that? Now people keep thinking about it, then some people just don't even want to think about it. Basically, the only thing that I hope is that the development team is going to find a way to make it really fair, in order to track all the people who have been using multiple wallets in order to have one wallet that stays clean and then use other wallets to trade and to fund their main wallet and all this stuff. There's a lot of people rigging the game, trying to outsmart the smart again. And, in my opinion, I hope that the devs are making most of their effort tracking down these things, because wallet reputation is going to be key in this project. So yeah, now let's see how this moves on. If you guys are Jade handers, then smash the like buttons. We're gonna keep covering this project, till the very end, or until I get really, really bored from this. But no, this is the most awesome community. You guys give me the greatest response. I wake up, I open the Discord. It's been so long since I had my Discord open all the time. It's very entertaining, and guys, thank you very much for welcoming me in your midst. Now, hope to see you guys on the next video. Stay tuned, don't get jaded, and diamond handers for life. See you around, guys.